Alright guys, the Lazy Gold Maker here. Today we're going to take a look at what you can do with cooking to make gold in Phase 1 of Season of Discovery. So cooking, it's a crafting profession that everyone can have in addition to their other professions, and it gives you access to a bunch of different buff foods. So this is a unique type of consumable. Cooking is the only one that can craft the buff foods, and they give buffs that are typically worth it. But we don't have that many options in the first phase, sadly. But there are some, and there are some profits to be found here. And Goblin Devil clams were, even though the minimum buyout according to TSM is 1 silver, I was selling them for 2 silvers just 20 minutes ago, 2-3 silvers. So that means they're making some good money, or at least some good profits relative to the cost. Well, you can get this. This phase is various foods that give you plus stamina and spirit. These are increase your survivability. The best ones are plus 8, like this heavy Cocalis stew, which is the only plus 8 stamina recipe I personally have. And it's pretty good. But I'm not sure if people are paying the huge premium, because the plus 6, like the Goblin Devil clams, are going to be like 2 silver, or you can buy this, which is like 10 times that amount for plus 2 stamina and spirit, which just might not be worth it. So I think that the Goblin Devil clams is one of the best recipes to do for this. It's learned from your trainer at 125, and the reason why I like this is partially because Tangi clam meat is very, very cheap, because, well, people are farming these thick-shelled clams because they drop the iridescent pearls. So people are generating an absolutely huge amount of clam meat. So it's very, very abundant, very, very cheap. So that's nice. It means that the crafting cost is really cheap. And on the other side is that the Goblin Devil clams is also one of the items that you can potentially get as a supply crate turn-in. So you can get sales both to people turning in supply crates and to people doing the raid and wanting the extra stamina, which just makes it a really good recipe. As you can see right now, I bought this recipe on the auction house because I was interested in looking at plus 8 stat foods, but it's selling for less than... It's not worth it right now. Maybe if Cocalis meat prices go down, then this could be something, but it's not looking super worthwhile. I would probably stay away. Just stick with the Goblin Devil clams. They're going to do really well. Now, there's one other recipe that bears mentioning here, the smoked sagefish. This is so far the only one I've found that doesn't give stamina. This gives you mana per second. So this is good for healers. I suspect they will want to use this to keep their mana topped up. There might be some others. I haven't looked through like every single possible recipe. But as far as I've seen from guides for like physical DPS, there's no physical damage dealing increases. They're just suggesting the stamina foods, which leads me to believe that that's what we have available this phase. Now, lastly, there's one recipe which I can't show you because I can't have it, because this character is a warrior. And that recipe is the Thistle Te. This one is usable by rogues. It instantly fills your energy bar back up. It's really, really good. It is used by rogues for all of Classic. People who were using this in Molten Core, in the max level raids, next Ramas. It's still one of the best consumables available for rogues. It's a different cooldown category to everything else, if I remember correctly. At least I was using it on a lot of different fights. Now, rogues are the only ones who can guess the recipe, because the recipe is a reward for doing the level 20 poison quest line. But you need to have cooking or bother leveling cooking and then bother crafting as well. And the Swift Thistle, it pretty much requires 1 Swift Thistle and like 2 silver worth of vendor materials. So we can see that right now Swift Thistle is about 20 silver, and the Thistle Te was 30 silver. So you're making 50% profit, which is really good. And this is a consumable that's going to be good for all of Classic. If you're not a rogue, then you can't learn the recipes, then you're out of luck. You can obviously choose to just level a rogue. You just need to get it to level 20, which doesn't take that long, particularly with the runes that will speed up leveling as well. I think that could be worth it. We still have quite a long time left in this phase, and you just need to level cooking to 60, and then you have a character can log in every once in a while and just do like a big batch. Just buy Swift Thistle when it's cheap, and then when you have enough to craft 100, whatever, 200, then you craft that, mail them back to your banker, and just post them to the auction house every once in a while. Yeah, those are the recipes that are in phase 1. I've made a TSM setup with all of the with settings for restocking and posting all of these the recipes that I mentioned in this video. If you prefer some others, then you can just go into the group page and just change them out. So just go here. You just go to the group and then you remove any items you don't like, and any you like that you've crafted, you just find them in the list. Craft one of them, just go here, and then you add that to the group. And it'll be treated the same way. Super easy, and then you're ready to go get this stuff out onto the auction house and seeing some sales, which should be pretty good. Like the clams here, I've sold a couple of these today, or the smoked beer meat, or any other recipe that you're finding successful.